Alright, leave destruction arc. Let's get it. Okay. The final stage begins. Naruto versus Neji. Still one of my favorite stages in Storm. And I'm glad they kept it all the way until the very end. No one could ever forget this stage, bro. Sendo Kaishi! And the soundtrack was always a banger. Sandaya! Kunarako! Oh yeah, the 1 and 3 was the best, bro. I hear you, stuff. Well, nobody wants to take a loss seriously because they think it's unfair. Last one? Nimukase. Sasuke was all in. Ninja Council was the shit. Of course, for me, I grew up with Ninja Council. I grew up with Ninja Council 4. Shippuden Ninja Council 4. That was like my first Ninja Council game to play because I didn't play the other Ninja Council games until I streamed them later on. But I did play the first Naruto Ninja Council on emulator through GBA emulator years ago. Back when back when PCs were first getting emulation for the first time, of course. But then the rest of them I played through stream where you guys saw them, including the Naruto vs Sasuke one. One of my friends back in school had Ninja Council 3 though. He had the European edition. Ah, shit. Gotcha. Whoop. Shikamaru's old grab back then before they changed it. It ain't Aizen's bitch ass. What's good? Sasuke versus Gaara. Nothing much. You know what I'm going to ask you, right? What the? I shielded that, excuse me? Oh, his is a continuous one. For at least a couple more seconds. We used to have quick jumps and everything, all that. Well, later on in the Storm games. Cancels and everything, bro. This was before all that. I think he's talking about, well, I don't... Yeah, summoning Jutsu Blade Dance, or it's probably just Tamari's regular wind. Well, y'all need to hurry up and fight already, bro. I missed this part of the ult. Sasuke just clenching his fist like... Yep, once Storm 2 came out, they stopped doing those type of ults. Cause honestly, if they had continued doing these type of ults, this way, they would have to cover every single other character's ults like this. Including all the way up to Storm 4, they would have had to. And that would be too much work. We would have had to wait a lot more longer. Yeah, facts though. It would give the rage quitters a lot more time to quit. Like, oh my god. And yeah, the Japanese version of Ninja Council 3 was so much better too. Because didn't you say like the sound ninja were actually playable instead of just being like a support or something? You know what game we also needed instead of Path of the Ninja 2 story? Path of the Ninja 2 was good, don't get me wrong. But, because, you know, they at least did the whole memory battles and shit, too. Because the people, the enemies, like the main antagonists of the game were using jutsu to make people go back, to make everybody go back to the past of their previous battles and shit, I think. And they covered up Naruto and Sasuke at the final valley, which was pretty good. And I'm gonna try and start over Path of the Ninja one day and stream it. Like a full stream with no, like, you know, no speed runs and shit. Just regular walkthroughs and stuff if I can. But the game we should have gotten instead of Path of the Ninja 2. Or at least possibly a third Path of the Ninja game. Technically it was a third Path of the Ninja game, but it was like the Japanese Path of the Ninja 2. Oh my god, bro. I forgot how annoying these were. Come on, man. A part 1 filler episode? I'm trying to remember when, because like, which episode was that? You serious? I watched the part 1 Naruto fillers from start to finish, but some of the characters I didn't remember in the filler. And what did you ask before, stuff? You said which Sasuke I prefer? Probably Taka Sasuke. 5 Kage Summit Sasuke and Taka Sasuke. But what was I gonna mention? Naruto Naruto RPG Rasengan versus Chidori. That is the game we should have gotten. That is the one we should have gotten. Naruto RPG Rasengan versus Chidori. Episode 196? Okay, that was, we already did this one already, so. Shino versus Kankuro. We never got these fights in the English Clash Ninja games either. But Clash Ninja 3 had it though in Japan. For Ultimate Chidori, which young Sasuke I prefer? Endgame Sasuke. Part 1 Endgame Sasuke. Black Outfit Sasuke was still a weakened version of Sasuke, to be honest. Because Sasuke still got his ass whooped by Gaara. Like in the second core, mind you. Not the first core. The first core he was whooping Gaara's ass, but the second core when Gaara went full on beast mode with Chikaku, bro, was literally when Sasuke was outmatched. Back when paper bombs could actually hurt you when you chakra dash towards your opponent. You have to keep an ace up your sleeve. Parasitic insect's pupa. That the Naruto created himself as a hidden character. Which game was that? I know which game you're talking about, but I forgot the title and stuff. I think Job knows. Konoseki for GBA? That was the one? Wasn't that like a strategy game or? Beat that tiger mission because you kept dying. Hey, you think that's the only one that had that was bullshit? Path of the Ninja. The tigers in Path of the Ninja were annoying too, man. Back when we were low leveled. Think you can do down attacks too, brother? I can do down attacks too. Do not bring up Uzumaki Chronicles. That game was a pain in the ass. The whole protecting the carrier mission and shit like the hell no. I hated it. Oh yeah, we gotta also do the third Okage versus Orochimaru fight. And then Kakashi and Guy versus Kabuto. A shame we couldn't get the cutscenes like this with Naruto actually kicking Gaara. Like, wow. Sendo Kaishi! Oh, damn, I didn't expect to get hit like that. Oh yeah, that's right. Naruto's ult was changed. Naruto's ult was changed when Generations came out to Uzumaki 2K Barrage. Polygon shadow clones, like we don't notice that. Come on. It's a shame most of the ults weren't even 60 FPS. Ultimate in the demo? Naruto's original ult or Dude, I gotta see that. I swear to God, I ain't fucking even know that. I missed that support move, bro. I think I prefer it over his dynamic entry. And I kind of miss Kakashi's old combos, not gonna lie. His other ones are good in the later Storm games, but I think, you know. Back then when you couldn't chakra dash in the air. Damn, bro. Yeah, that's right. Yo, I actually saw it now, Jab. Now I see. Now I see what you were talking about. They actually... I'm surprised they actually kept that ult, bro. Wow. They actually kept Naruto's original ult in the beta. That's one part I did not see. I did not expect that to work, though. But I wonder if it was like... I wonder if the graphics were like updated or anything. Instead of like polygon shadow clones and shit, of course. I wasn't too big on the third either. Back then when we couldn't air chakra dash. One, two, three, four, boom. Your fate is... Notice how in Generations they cut the third Hokage's lines halfway where it's all like your fate is... Stop right there. Facts though. Can't forget Aruka Sensei either. Aruka was the GOAT too. Aruka, Teiuchi. Shikamaru's father too. Because even when all the other parents told their kids not to hang out with Naruto, Shikaku, bro, was a real dude right there, bro. Although there was this filler in Shippuden back then in Naruto's Ninja Academy days before Ruka accepted Naruto. And it was literally just like everybody else making fun of Naruto and shit. And Aruka saw that Aruka was literally telling everybody else, leave Naruto alone. Just ignore him. And that part kind of hurt me. And at first, I hated Aruka, but we're forgetting the fact that this was before this was like before Aruka had a nice fatherly, you know, like more like a nice fatherly / brotherly relationship with Naruto before all that. Subarashi. Omoshiroi Uzumaki Naruto.
まさかここまで俺を楽しませてくれるとはな。だがこれで終わりだ。本当の恐怖を教えてやる。
Yeah, they really kind of screwed the gameplay up for me there. Still hate them for that. Kono Bakeoro. They would later on bring these soundtracks back in Generations as well. Except that Generation didn't cover the boss battle since it was Storm spin-off game, so I mean. But imagine though if Generations did have boss battles and newly added boss battles too. So instead we only ended up just getting the regular fight. Not that I expected Generation to add boss battles, it was mainly just a Storm spin-off. He ain't doing it. Funny, the difference between this fight and the one with Gamabunta is that he's literally not using the anime reactions and shit. The funny reactions and stuff. Like the funny reactions either. He's taking, that's how you know it's serious, bro. It's not playing. Don't underestimate me. Nanendayo. Too bad the dubbing connections fucked it all up. Oh yeah, the one where he did the that's the one where he used the transformation jutsu where he had Chief Toad turn into the Ninetales, right? That was a pretty good trick Naruto came up with. It was like two-tailed beasts battling it out. At least Rise of a Ninja covered it, bro. Rise of a Ninja covered it so perfectly because we were running with the Ninetales, but like the only thing I didn't like was the fact that it was like hard and shit. Like you had to like watch out for Gar just throwing shit at you. Ooh, wasn't looking right there. Good, perfect timing. Gotta give Gar a big old headbutt, bro. Hold up. You stupid beast! Let me stop. Kono Bakeono! Oh yeah, facts though. His whole jacket was supposed to be unzipped too. And what soundtrack did they play when Naruto was about to finish off Guard? They played they played the main theme, but not like the main theme. It was the other version of the main theme. That's the same thing they did in Generations. They don't put the Rasengan in Naruto's hand unless he has it learned at that point. Of course, they could have used a different pose, but they were just lazy. Oh no, not Fighting Spirit. No, not that one. It was the main theme, but it was a different version of the main theme because it had trumpets playing too. It's called Those Who Inherit the Will of Fire. It's literally like the third OST of Naruto. Just look up Those Who Inherit the Will of Fire. That's what it's called. It's literally when the Hidden Leaf was like popping out their best moves during the Leaf Destruction arc. True, Gaara's whole interest was in Sasuke, but then again, Orochimaru's was too. But Orochimaru had different reasons though. But Tsunade's face about to be up there next.
両親、兄弟、恋人や里の仲間たち、自分にとって大切な人たち、互いに信頼し合い、助け合う、ずっと大切に思ってきた人たちとのつながり、そしてそのつながった糸は時を経るに従い太く力強くなっていく。理屈じゃないのさ。その糸を持っちまったやつはそうしちまうんだ。大切だから。なんとなくは俺にもわかるってばよ。でも死ぬのは辛いよ。三代目だってただで死んだわけじゃないよ。
True. And then Ultimate Ninja covered it through cutscenes, I believe.
いずれお前にもわかるようになるさ。
All over the fucking place. I got Storm 2 ready to go. It's just Storm 4 with what was it? Storm 3 with 17 gigs, while Storm 4 is 36 gigs.
もう時間か。次の任務も頑張れよ。おう。それじゃまたね、イルカ先生。ああ。里を守ろうとする強い意志。三代目、あなたが教えてくれた火の意志はどうやらちゃんと受け継がれているようです。木の葉についたその小さな火種はやがて強く大きく燃えて、またこの里を照らし守るのでしょう。いつの日か新たな火影となって。あれってばすげえぜ。
Why the hell is the noise still going on in the background, bro? The battle's over. I don't think I'm the only one that literally hears like a little bit of noise in the background, like along with the song. The noise is still there. Y'all don't have to hear it all the way though, but the noise I'm referring to, the small sound I'm referring to in the background is literally the sound played when Naruto and Gaara was still in the forest. Okay, so what I will do, what time is it? Alright, I'll be back tonight. I'll save Search for Tsunade arc and Sasuke Retrieval arc for, I guess, Sunday? Then I'll be back with Like a Dragon tonight and a bunch of other games, really depends. Okay. I'll be back with Like a Dragon then, fuck it. Like a Dragon it is. Alright.